Hello everyone, welcome to Educare. This is EPC. Today we will discuss about meaning and nature of philosophy of education. So, philosophy is the mother of all sciences and arts including education. Philosophy provides answers to all the ultimate questions. In fact, philosophy is a sun around which all the aspects of education rotate. Philosophy gives direction to education by providing certain guidelines. In this way, philosophy is regarded as the cornerstone for the foundation of education. But what is philosophy? The term philosophy has been derived from two Greek words, philos and sophia. The term philos means love, the concept sophia means wisdom. So, philosophy means love of wisdom. It refers to the search for wisdom, truth, or fact and the relationship among ideas. The person who engages himself in this effort is called as philosopher. Different philosophers have defined the term philosophy according to their own mature reflection and thinking. According to Kant, philosophy is the science and criticism of cognition. According to Aristotle, philosophy is a science which discovers the real nature of supernatural elements. According to Fremont, philosophy is open-mindedness cultivated through the rigorous discipline of the mind. According to Viertanism, philosophy being a mother of discipline, all arts and sciences look to it for the solution of their problems. From this definition, it is clear that philosophy is an attempt to answer the ultimate questions of life. It also means the search for knowledge, wisdom, and the relationship between the variables and their impact on nature. So, it is an attitude towards human life and universe where the effort is made to search for truth on the basis of logical inquiry. Before we discuss the nature of philosophy of education, we must first discuss what the philosophy of education is. Philosophy of education is a branch of philosophy that focuses on the purpose, process, nature, and ideals of education. Philosophy of education deals with questions about what education is, why we educate, what we should teach, and how we should teach it. Philosophy of education is the study of how people should be educated, what knowledge is most important, and what values should guide teaching and learning. Now we will discuss about nature of philosophy of education. First nature is philosophy of education is philosophical foundation of education because it provides a foundational framework for understanding educational concept, aims, values, and methods. Philosophy of education addresses questions like what is the purpose of education? What is the nature of a learner? What kind of knowledge is most valuable? Second nature is philosophy of education is normative in nature. That means it deals with what ought to be rather than just what is. Philosophy of education guides education based on values, ethics, and ideals. Third one is philosophy of education is analytical and critical in nature because philosophy of education analyzes and critically examines educational assumptions, ideas, and practices. Philosophy of education helps to clarify educational terms like teaching, learning, curriculum, etc. Fourth one is philosophy of education is prescriptive and directive in nature because philosophy of education prescribes goals and objectives of education. It directs educational policies and practices based on philosophical thinking. Philosophy of education integrative and holistic in nature because it integrates insights from various disciplines like psychology, sociology, and politics to form a holistic view of education. It also encourages a balanced development of the learner intellectual, emotional, moral, and physical. Philosophy of education is dynamic and evolving in nature because it is not static. It evolves with changes in society, culture, and scientific knowledge. New educational philosophies emerge in response to contemporary challenges. Philosophy of education, both theoretical and practical in nature. Theoretical means concerned with thinking and principles, and practical means philosophy of education guides real educational practices like curriculum development, teaching strategy, etc. Philosophy of education addresses both individual growth and social transformation. It balances personal development with the need of society. In conclusion, we can say that philosophy of education is a reflective discipline that explores the purpose, process, nature, and ideals of education. It is normative, analytical, integrative, dynamic, and serves as a guide for educational practice and policy. Thank you.